What's going on, guys? Groove here, back with another video today. And today we're not doing a book review, but I just wanted to go over some lessons from billionaires. We can learn a lot from billionaires because they make a lot of money. They understand success, especially when it comes to the financial world. I've read a lot of books on their opinions and what they think and how they move and how they became successful. So we're going to go over a few of those today. The number one rule of billionaires when it comes to money is don't lose money. So many people today either not making enough, and then when we do get it, we just spend it. We are addicted to spending today. Credit card debt is crazy. Everybody wants the latest car that comes with the high car payment. And then if you do get a raise, everybody's running out to get the motorcycle. Or I live in Florida myself, so everybody's got jet skis and boats, which means now I got to get a trailer to trailer it there, and then I got to clean it off all the time and making sure the engine doesn't rot out. And so much, it's like we're just so quick to, as soon as we get some money, we got to spend it. We got to get rid of it. You got to treat yourself like a business. When it comes to money comes in, money goes out. The most people, like, when it comes to business, you want more money coming in than more money going out. You have to treat yourself the same way. Like when you get your paycheck, you got to go on a budget. How much money's coming in versus how much money's going out. Like, where can we cut? If we're struggling, if we're just paycheck to paycheck, man, we got to get rid of those subscriptions. Maybe we got to go trade the car in for something, with a lower car payment. You can't just be giving your money away. So the second rule of billionaires, right? So when it comes to making money, most people don't know how to make money. Let's just be honest. We have a job and we're like, okay, well, if I want to make money, I got to work more hours. I got to come in early. I got to stay late, maybe come in on the weekend, pick up some extra shifts, maybe go drive Uber, start a side hustle. But most people don't understand that in order to make a lot of money, you're going to have to become valuable, whether that's creating a business, producing a product, or a service. The thing that rich people understand, or that billionaires understand, or multimillionaires, is the more people you help, the more money you make. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. Most people just don't understand that. Like, this is why people in sales make more money, because they're just constantly trying to do more deals. They're talking to more people. They're closing more deals. They're helping more people. And even with that, you don't even have to, help more people. You can help different people, okay? So like, I live in Florida, and there's a bunch of those 15-minute oil change spots. Well, if you're a mechanic at one of those oil change spots, or you're just a regular mechanic, you're struggling, you can go get a certificate to be a boat mechanic. I know a few boat mechanics, and they're all making $100,000, $200,000 a year, and you're still doing the same thing. You're turning wrenches, you're a mechanic, but now you're making your income just tripled, quadrupled, because you're no longer working on cars. Now you're working on boats. So if you're very good at being, a boat mechanic, now you've connected with a lot of high net worth individuals. So now you have access to them. If they need help on the weekend, now you're doing a side job. Hey, my engine went out. Can you fix this? Can you help? Can you look at this real quick? Or I have a few friends who are boat mechanics, and they've been Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic on work trips. So now, and they've taken their families too. So now you've literally gone on a vacation. You're down there doing something that you do back home, and then you're getting paid to be in, an exotic location with your family. It's like a vacation and work all at the same time. So if you're struggling to make money, you need to help more people with a product or a service, or you're going to need to learn how to become more valuable when it comes to your job. If you're doing a lower tier job, again, like a mechanic, if you're working on cars, go to boats, go to airplanes. You're still turning wrenches. You're just doing it at a higher level. So every billionaire, every high successful person, they own stocks. That is the core of their portfolio. I know there's a big battle between people, whether it's stocks or real estate, which makes you more, which is better. But the core of every wealthy person's portfolio is stocks. Now, they don't necessarily buy the stocks. Most of the wealthiest people, they will create companies, and then they will be given shares of that stock in the company when it goes public onto the stock market. But for just everyday folks, like if you just want to, build wealth, if you're starting from scratch and you're like, how do I build wealth? I got money, but what do I do with it? Majority of these wealthy people, majority of these billionaires, all their money is in the stock market. It's a start. It may be hard for people, especially right now, to jump into real estate and I'm going to buy up this property and that property and rent this out. But if you can just put your money a little bit into the stock market and then just keep growing it month after month, year after year, that's definitely a good way. And this is how all of the billionaires, or majority of them, all their money is in the stock market. Another lesson from billionaires is stress of money. We look at all of these wealthy people, we're constantly thinking how great they have it because they may own a jet or they may be on a yacht or on vacations all the time. But majority of them continue to have stress when it comes to money. And that's primarily because they keep upgrading their lifestyle. You don't even have to be a billionaire, but if you get a raise at your job, now it's like, oh, let's go get that car. Let's go get that boat. Let's go get that jet ski. Let's go get that motorcycle. And so you get a raise, right? And then you go get another toy or something, and now you're right back to where you were before. And it's like, so you didn't really, did you really get a raise? Or, so, these billionaires, they talk about how the stress of money never goes away. It's because people just keep upgrading their lifestyle. Every time you make more money, you just keep upgrading your lifestyle. So if you're stressed out about money, definitely consider lowering your lifestyle, like really living below your means, understanding what's important to you, and focusing yourself on that. If you're somebody that likes to go out to eat all the time, let's go out to eat all the time, but let's take away that car payment. Or we don't have to keep going on another vacation every few months. I got to go to Tulum. I got to go to Santorini, Greece. But did you really want to go there? Did you just want to go there to take pictures for, social media? So let's lower our lifestyle, which is going to reduce the stress when it comes about money. And then we can focus more on the things that we do enjoy in life, and instead of trying to show off to people that really don't care. Another lesson from billionaires is investing for the long term. I've been in the stock market for about 4 years now. I started early 2020. I think it might have been the end of 2019. So many people, when they ask me or when I have conversations with people, that the first thing they want to know is, when do I sell? When do I sell? When do I sell? And one of the biggest lessons from billionaires is never. We're never selling. This money is going to be in here. Think of it like, I'm keeping this money in here and I'm going to pass it down to my kids. That should be the mindset. Personally, for me, I'm never selling my stocks, or I'm never pulling my money out of the market. So many people will make some money into the stock market, or, they'll put money in and, I made, $1,000 last week, or I made $2,000 last week. I should take it out now, right? And it's like, no, we're going to keep letting it pile in there until 5 years go by, 10 years go by, and you look in your account and there's $100,000 in there, there's $200,000 in there. Keep it in there, keep putting more money in there, let it compound, let it build, and only take it out on dire situations. So I want to say one of the last lessons from billionaires is you need a team. Everybody today is pretty much by themselves. Everybody's an individual. It's me versus the world. That's the attitude of everybody. But if you want to go to that next level, if you want to become wealthy, if you want to become a multimillionaire or a billionaire, they all have a team. You can't do everything. And even if you are good at everything, there's only so much time in the day. So you need to be okay, I'm going to do this, and then you do this, and then you do this, and we'll come together. And the last lesson from billionaires is the secret to giving. Understanding that at the end of the day, you can make all the money in the world, but if you're not helping people out, it's just what's the point, And when you do make a lot of money, you can help people in the way you want to help them. Whether that's giving a charity, making sure your family's good, making sure your friend's good. Understanding that, you've become successful and now you get to give back to people and help them out and come back to pick others up is one of the greatest gifts or lessons that I've learned from billionaires. There's only so many vacations you can take. There's only so many watches you can buy. There's only, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, when you're giving back, whether it be with knowledge or with money or charity, they all say that that's one of the biggest gifts that you can do is to just give back. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.